Hello everyone, hope you're all doing great. So I am Saranya, and in this video we are going to talk about the group by clause. So whenever we are using an aggregate function, how does group by behave is what we're going to see in this video. This is again an important concept. I know I keep saying this like every time, but trust me, this is actually very important. Okay, so let me share my screen and start showing you. All right, so in this video, I'm going to use the same author database that we have been using for a long time. So the link to this database and the tables has been provided in the description box. Just copy paste and click on run. You'll be able to create all of these details. Okay, so now let's enter into the author database. So I'm just using the command use author. So this will help us to enter into the author database. And I'm using the table select star from my EMP. Okay, so my EMP is the table that I'm using today. Okay, so if you can see, this is the table. It has the employee ID, first name, last name, email, hire date, job ID, salary, commission percentage, manager ID and department ID. Okay, so this is the table I'm using today. So now last time we have seen what happens when we use an aggregate function. Let's say if I want to count the number of employees, I will just write select count of employee underscore ID from my EMP table. Okay, so when I run this code, it will execute and give me 106. But now if you want to see how many employees are reporting to each manager, okay, in that case, what we will need manager underscore ID, comma, count of employee ID, which means that for each manager, how many employees are reporting. Okay, so if I run this code, I am getting an error. It is that in aggregated query without group by. That means what is an aggregated query? If you are using an aggregate function, that is an aggregated query. Okay, so we have two type of columns. One is aggregated like this one. One is non-aggregated, which means no aggregate function is present on this column. So these type of columns should be inside the group by clause whenever you're using a aggregated query. Okay, so to simplify this, if you are writing something like count, min, max, sum or average, then the columns that you have in the select list should be in the group by clause. Okay, so now what you will do, just write group space by mgr underscore id. Okay, so if you run this, what will happen? Now you can see for manager ID 100, 14 people are reporting. For 102, 1%. For 103, 4%. Okay, so let me show this in an Excel. Okay, so let's say I created a sample table like this. Manager ID 100 has employee ID 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, so if you tell, give me the count of employee underscore ID. Then what it will count? It will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and it will give you 8. But if you are telling manager wise how many employees are present, then for 101, it should create one group and it will count 3 employees. Okay, so for 102, it will keep one group and it will give 2 employees. And for 103, it will just keep 103 and it will give 3, which means it is creating a group. Okay, so it's grouping based on the manager IDs. So 101 will become one group and inside that group you have 3 employees. 102 will become one group. Inside that you have 2 employees. 103 is becoming one group and inside that you have 3 employees, which means you're grouping using one column. So that is the concept of group by. But in this case, you do not need any group by because you are just asking give the count of employees. Here you are telling group them based on the manager and then give the count. That is the reason why you have the column in the select clause and the same column is present in the group by clause. So whenever you are using an aggregate function, whatever the column is inside the select list, that should come here. Okay, so let's do select star from my EMP again. Now I want to see how many employees are present in each department. Okay, then what I will do, select department underscore ID, comma, count of EMP underscore ID from my EMP. Okay, so if I do this, then I'll get an error saying that this particular column is not present inside the group by. So what I will do, group space by department underscore ID. Okay, so if you run this, you will see for each department how many employees are present. Okay, so let's see another example. If I want to see in each department under each manager how many employees are present. So in each department for every manager how many employees are present. Okay. So let's say if you run something like this, what will happen? Your SQL will definitely throw an error saying that expression 2 is not in the group by clause. So you have to put mgr underscore id also inside the group by clause. So let's say if you run this, the reason why we need mgr underscore id in the group by clause is because if you write department underscore id, then you let's take example of 50. So 50, 50, 50 is there for 5 times. Okay. So now you are telling give me the manager ID also after the department. So for 50 department, how many manager IDs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 managers are there. If you're telling give me the manager ID, if you're telling give the count of manager ID, it can put 6. And employee ID also it can count. But if you're just asking manager ID, out of these 6 manager IDs, which one should SQL give you? Okay, so it will get confused that you are asking to give me the manager ID, which is fine, but there are 6 manager IDs. So which one should I give? That is the reason why you will write the group by manager ID also. Okay, so when you write group by, it will try to group based on this one and it will give you either write a aggregate function like count of manager ID or put it in the group by clause. Without that, your code will not work. Okay, so this is one thing. And then let's say if you want to find out department wise, what is the maximum salary? Then what you will do, select department underscore ID, max of salary from my EMP table. Here also you have to put a group by department underscore ID. So now you run, what will happen? You will see what is the department wise maximum salary. Okay. Then if you want to see department wise minimum salary, then just put select department underscore ID, comma, min of salary, my EMP table, and then again group by department underscore ID. Okay, so if you run this code, now you will see what is the minimum salary inside each and every department. And if somebody is asking you what is the average salary in each department, so just write select department underscore ID, average of salary from my EMP. Then next line you write group by department underscore ID. Okay, this is a output. So for each department, what is the average salary? And also let's say if they ask you what is the total salary in each department. So just write select department underscore ID, sum of salary from my EMP. Okay, then just put a group by department underscore ID. Okay, so if I run this, I will see for each department what is the total salary paid to all employees. If they ask you, can you give me the count of how many employees are there? Then just put count of EMP underscore ID. Okay, so now what will happen? For each department, how many employees are there? What is the salary paid to them? That you will be getting as your output. Okay, so these are your aggregate functions using the group by. So now one important thing is that whenever you have columns like this 1, 2, 3, 4, how many ever columns it is, all of that column should come inside the group by. This is a rule. Okay, it's not like optional, it is mandatory. Whatever columns you put in the select statement should all come in the group by clause. Okay, except this aggregated thing. Okay, if let's say if I put employee underscore ID, should that also come in group by? Yes, it should come. If I put job ID, yes, job ID also should come in the group by. Okay, so that is your group by clause. So yeah, that's it for this video. I think I have explained how group by works with the aggregate function. So in the next video, we will see how having works with the group by, and that is also one more important thing. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video and please subscribe so that I'll be posting one video every day and you don't miss out on that. Thanks for watching. Bye.